This year for Lent, I'm giving up. After years of experience, the decision seems logical. Every year I come up with some grandiose scheme to give up something huge for Lent, and then within a week I fall off the bandwagon and spend the next 30 some odd days with a guilty conscience until Easter comes and the shame of having broken my Lenten promise fades away. So this year for Lent, instead of giving something up, I'm going to take something on by focusing on the 3 pillars of Lent: prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. When it comes to prayer, St. Paul encourages us to pray without ceasing. Now, I don't know about you, but being on my knees 24/7 and still balancing both a family and work life makes that impossible. You may already have a good prayer life, but what are some things that you can do to help build on that? If you decide to go full bore and take on going to daily Mass and an hour plus adoration every day, along with praying the Liturgy of the Hours and all of the mysteries of the Rosary every day, just like my huge Lenten promise, you're going to set yourself up for failure. Instead, look at some smaller ways that you can increase your prayer life. It may be adding an extra 5 to 10 minutes of prayer before the Blessed Sacrament, or making the Rosary part of your daily routine, or if you've chosen this Lent to return to prayer life, something as simple as just grace before meals. The same can be said with fasting. If you decide to, please excuse the expression, go whole hog and drastically reduce your food intake during Lent, chances are you're not going to make it. I've often thought of doing like the medieval monks and subsisting on simply beer for the whole 40 days, which would make for a very happy Lent, but a huge Easter hangover. The Catholic Church teaches us that fasting is 3 meals a day, 1 of moderate size and 2 smaller ones, and cutting out, which for me is the hardest part, snacks between meals or that second helping. So when it comes to fasting, think about a goal that is something that you can attain and live with. When it comes to almsgiving, the same can be said. Don't look to all of a sudden sell off all of your worldly possessions and give everything to the poor, or give huge amounts that you're not used to giving. Instead, look for a way to moderately increase what you put in the envelope every week, or take the money you save by not going through the drive-thru on the way home from work because you're fasting and put that in the poor box. It's by focusing on these 3 pillars of Lent, prayer, fasting, and almsgiving, and taking smaller steps that once you get to Easter and you look back to Ash Wednesday, you'd be amazed at how far you've come. I'm Robert Leblanc, and this has been A Catholic Moment.